What is up, everyone? Today we got a legend in the building. Your Oshi's favorite Oshi, someone that's so cracked at singing that has been dropping crack song covers after crack song covers. Everyone, Unnamed.
Hi everyone. I am Unnamed musician. It's really nice to meet you.
Getting right into it and taking a step back, let's get into your musical journey. What caused you to start pursuing music in the first place? And then also, in that same question, why did you decide to join a band?
That's a pretty wow. Where should I start? But well, how about I'm just gonna be talking about when I first discovered the rock music. That's when I was still living in Korea. So I am half Japanese and Korean. So I lived longer in Korea than in Japan. So I have my Korean cousin who gave me like a collection of like a Japanese CD because in my childhood I was only listening to like a collection CD of lullabies, like the Japanese traditional lullaby, like Zo San Zo. I bet you're not really familiar with it, but I grew up listening to only like a nursery rhymes, nursery musics, and I think my cousin was like really aware of me, just like listening to those songs only, right? So he tried to communicate me in the best way because I only was speaking only Japanese at that moment. So he gave me a lot of like Japanese CDs. Then one of them was like, do you know Rauken Show? Rauken Show. Yeah, then it was the Rauken Show CD named Kiss. Then until then, I didn't even know what rock music is. But when I first discovered it, oh my God, I was like, I didn't know that there was like such a music that could be like dispassionated. So, oh my God. So that was the first introduction of rock music in my life. Then I started like writing songs myself and also start joining the school bands, both the middle school and high school. Then, yeah, did a lot of experience there. And later, I met my guitarist, whose name Mine. And he's also being, part of my band member even now. When we're releasing a lot of like a music video, like original songs and a cover song, he is playing guitar with me. And we're working together for such a long, long years. And yeah, when I was like, doing music with him, I was able to escape from my own reality because my own reality is kind of like a brutal, really, really like different situation compared to other people. So doing music with him was kind of like escapism somehow. Because in the real life, I needed to face with a lot of the hardship realities, and I was trying to be like a perfect child at moment. But like secretly making music with this awesome guitarist Mine was giving me a special place. So yeah, I think that's how I started the music and also the band music, I guess.
That makes a lot of sense. Was there just like a lot of pressure around you?
Are you talking about my in real life or like when I was doing the music?
Because like,
Oh, no, in real life, yeah. Well, unfortunately, my parents are not type of people who can love someone in a healthy way. They didn't know how to love people in a way. So I'm gonna be avoiding like, the dialect term, explaining it, but it was really difficult for me to get along with my family somehow. So, but, I still wanted to be perfect child for my parents. So, as an excuse for doing the music, because every time when I'm bringing up about music to my parents, they were so depressed, like, there's no way my child is trying to be a musician. No way. Like the specific Asian parents' behavior.
oh
So
my
I was
goodness.
trying to ace my grade. I was trying to get into like one of the most famous university, and I was
Hmm.
also trying to get into one of the biggest company out there and, get the stable job, something like that. But secretly, I was enjoying music.
This is back in Korea.
This is in Thailand.
Ah, got you.
Yes.
So talking about Thailand, we're kind of fast forwarding. Your music journey in Thailand, that's kind of when I first heard about you, just like that article where you like broke down your situation in Thailand. Can you kind of like get into that journey? It's so intense, but I want people to like really understand just like your origin story.
I hope people are fine with the heavy topic though. So, when I started the band with my band member, with my guitarist, we were doing like a lot of like a Japanese cover songs. Basically, One Ok Rock, Ladoken Show, or like some famous anime songs together. And at first, we were performing for like a charity. We were basically like doing the charity concert and we raised the money for orphanage or like a children who are under a difficult house environment, abuse, prostitute, something like that. Then we were basically, that's how we started. But after that, we get more awesome opportunity, like performing at a convention, performing at like Japanese event, something like that in Thailand. And I think that things were moving so fast pace, and we get to connect to one of the indie label in Thailand. And that is when I first met my producer. And this producer, I'm not gonna avoid naming him because he is kind of no one's a legend in Thailand. He's a legendary band member, and he's the guitarist in the band. And we were get to work with him, and this is such a huge opportunity, right? So,
Wow, sorry, Kayo. Did this producer contact you through like email, or how did that situation happen?
they contact to my guitarist, I guess, because my guitarist has like a huge connection to the Thai music industry, and they saw our performance, and yeah, we were able to get into like one of the pretty famous indie label in Thailand.
Wow.
Hmm.
Were you shocked in that situation?
I was so grateful, and my guitarist was like he always liked to talk something like delusion shit. Like he's like, man, can you imagine us like performing in Tokyo, Budokan, like Saitama Arena, something like that, just like rock and shell, something like that. So wow, the music was actually being my escapism, but it was like actually trying to be my real job. I was more than excited.
Right. That's amazing. But going back to your producer, I know there has been just a lot of tension. Can you get into the part where you
Hmm.
originally went in with like the rock mindset, but like over time it shifted over into like more of that cutesy idol
Yeah.
music?
So actually, at the beginning when we started this band project, I think we were like really focused on doing like a rock music. Definitely like in the style of One Ok Rock, Avril Lavigne, like that, right? But this producer is somehow perfectionist in a way. So I think he was trying to train us or like guide us in a way, but the way he communicated to us like really, really harsh. Like the way, especially he was like a really harsh on my drums. Like, oh my god, you can't even keep up the beat. What a useless! You are a drummer. Then what's the point? The drummer is not able to keep the beats. Even a metronome does better. Something like that.
Wow. And that's so tough because this person actually has experience.
Yes, his voice is
Wow.
so loud. Because he's a legend. He's a well-known person, right? Whatever he say, we took it really, really serious because, well, he's the legend, right? So when he kept communicating to us like this in every practice, then when we were practicing at the studio, we were just like, genuinely have fun. Even the mistake we make, that was like, being like a spice for the sounding, that we were enjoying it. But nobody was smiling in every practice. And that made my drum into a serious depression. And he needed to quit the band. Because he's not functional anymore. And then my bassist left because of that incident, because he felt a little bit risky to invest himself with this band, so he started having the real job, not the band. Well, at that moment, my guitarist was already like, working as a guitarist, and also being the bar guitarist, and also being the tutor for like teaching children how to play guitar. And I was already having the real job, and also doing this music activity at the same time. So honestly, I didn't expect my bassist gonna be like, leaving the band like this. But at the same time, I also respected his decision as well, because when we started the music, it wasn't like this. It's supposed to be like a professional environment. But like, nobody was smiling. Then we were not sure what we are. Every time when we're at the practice, what we notice is like, we are so lack of skill. We are so beginner compared to like the pro scenes, right? And few months left, our band, even we released like the original song with the really high quality music video, it didn't go successful than the producer actually expected. So the producer felt like, okay, we might need like some changes in this band, which is totally understandable, right? Then he said it like, at that moment in Thailand, like the Japanese idol was calling the scene, like it was being really trendy thing in the Thai music industry, like AKB48 or BNK48, BBK or BKK48. Then there was also like other branch of AKB in Indonesia, something like that, like idol industry. And I think that is also when like the baby metal bandmate was also being really famous at the time. So he feels like, can we actually try this one? Because, man, you look really good, and you're Japanese, then I believe that a lot of people will just interested in you just because you're Japanese. Then I was feeling like my band is falling apart, but somehow I felt like I should be the person trying to, let it connect somehow. Even though that was like, totally against my wish, totally against my actual gender. But I just wanted to do my best, so I decided to follow the new direction. So I start wearing like a idol outfit with a lot of skin exposure, showing more like a feminine style in a way. Something like that. And I wasn't also allowed to sing like shouting, headbanging, rock style. I was only asked being like, can you like, be more cute? Like kawaii, like a shiny, bright idol style, like all the Japanese girls they're all doing. So yeah, that's how the band direction shifted.
That's so trippy because you said earlier when you're growing up, music was escapism.
Yeah.
And the fact that it brought you so much joy, that childlike wonder, and now you're in a situation where it's kind of like a violence against your soul. Where like you're not singing rock music, now you're forced into this box. That's a very difficult situation.
it was like a hell.
Right.
It was
And
like a hell.
and the tipping point for you, apart from like the band members leaving, is when the guitarist got cut as well, right?
Yeah. I still remember the time when we were performing on the stage together. I noticed that my guitarist, amplifier, like the guitar speaker, he was turning his guitar volume all the way down to 0. He was just pretending like he's playing. And funny thing is that, okay, so my producer is also playing guitar in my band, right? He doesn't say anything about it. Then he's just like blasting out his guitar. And I noticed that this band is not working anymore. It's not being functionable. Like we're being like something that, this producer wants to do. I was like, what the fuck is this producer like? He just want to do something he really wants to do. He doesn't respect the member. So, yeah.
Wait, they turned off the amplifier during a concert?
Yeah, my guitarist did that by himself.
Wow.
Because he felt like his guitar is not needed. Wow. Then he was like just pretending. That he's playing guitar, face down, and not even paying attention on the audience.
Oh, so he was gone.
He's gone.
Mentally.
Without telling me.
Wow. And when you found out about that, that's when you kind of went on like that villain arc, right? Where you just was just so frustrated. Like just, okay, like now I have to be more confrontational in this situation.
Yeah, but confrontational. The thing is, like, I was definitely being reckless, but when I accepted this new direction, I was kind of like, the stage is like being so brutal. Because stage is like, okay, I am sorry if it's okay, you can censor it, okay? But I feel like the band is something sex. It's something like, there was like a group of people trying to find like, the comfortable point on each other. And when we're mixing and blending well, and that's when the chemistry happened and everything's sounding really, really good. That is the band. But what we're doing is just a public masturbation. Then I didn't feel really good at all. So when I am on stage, it's something like I was feeling like swimming through like a complete dark ocean, trying to find a sound, connect to other band members' sound somehow, but I couldn't find my guitarist's sound anymore because he left the band, right? So I felt completely lonely, and I look at myself in the mirror. I was dressing up in an idol outfit, completely exposing my body part, and also not able to scream and shout, singing like rock music. I was singing a lot of the idol music. Then that's the moment when I started being so rebellious, like going against my producer. Because, okay, so the live house in Thailand, there's no barricade, So I was doing a lot of headbangs and a lot of like a stage interaction with the audience. But when you're performing with like such exposed outfit, what do you get? Harassments. So I was really, really sexually harassed when I was performing. Then I was trying to like, swipe all of the harassment just by screaming, shouting, hepping, like, fuck off! Like, ah! Like that, right? But like some people like the energy somehow. that I was doing that. Then I was like trying to like stick to that direction. Then my producer was so pissed off because I was being like a fucking liar and out of control.
Became a menace.
Yeah, I was being such a menace, right? But in the end of the day, I ending up shouting and screaming at the crowd and the audience. I just left the microphone and leave the stage.
I can't wrap my head around it because the Yusan now, you're so like you love performing. That's your passion, and you place such a big importance and gratefulness when you're on that stage. So like for you to say you walked off the stage, my mind can't really wrap my head around it.
Because when I'm singing, I felt like there is no gender barrier at all. Like, when I am singing, I am mind free. But at a time when I was performing, I was only going to perform there to get harassed. So, because a lot of people are like so drunk in the live house, right? So sometimes they're feeling really, really excited, feeling really, really high. So I understand that, it's kind of a makes sense. But I don't like to justify what they're doing though. But at the same time, I was like, going to that kind of environment, doing such a extreme performance. And I was like doing something I might deserve. So I don't know. But I'll admit that environment at a time, it was like a hell. It was like a living hell.
Talking about a living hell, tell the viewer about the situation where you're on the train and you see the billboard.
Oh, yeah. About the... Okay, yeah, thank you for knowing about that. So... Yeah, when the band direction shifted from rock to idol style, I wasn't still happy doing it, but, I still couldn't leave the band yet because I started my dream. Even my guitarist not there anymore. I was feeling like I am responsible for what I'm doing. So I was still stay the band. And at a time, like, just doing the music project requires a lot of money to invest, right? So I was doing the sales shop. I was visiting clients and trying my best to get the really, really good sales result in a company, right? Because I wanted to make sure that I have a stable income to invest. So, yeah, while when I was visiting client in Thailand, then I saw a electric billboard, and it showed my band member, the completely replaced band member, no, but they were having different vocalists, and it was men. It was a guy. Then they were performing pure rock music, not the idol music at all. And that's kind of a music I always wanted to do. And announcement it said, new measure debut. So, yeah, next thing I remember, I was in hospital. Then I was seeing the white hospital ceiling, completely blank room. Then I see my, the business suits on table, my bag. Then I was in the bed. And I'm sorry.
No, that's such a vivid picture you painted. I don't want to get into speculation, but is this your previous producer's way of getting back to you? Because it's so specific. Like the rock band being replaced by a male member.
I have no idea, honestly. But I honestly feel like the producer, he also wanted to do the pure rock music, but maybe he didn't. Our skill list was not meeting his expectation. So I think in the end of the day, our skill wasn't enough. That's all, I think. So I think he didn't mean in that way. I think he wanted to do the rock music too. So yeah.
From that point onward, you stated in past live streams, interviews, that you started to develop this stage fright. And I want to read this quote you specifically said, where you
Oh
said,
yeah.
I was scared to perform in front of people because I feel like I didn't deserve them. What if I was going to be replaced again? I couldn't sing in front of people anymore. When I'm on stage holding on a microphone, my hands shake. When I leave the stage, I'll immediately throw up.
That was not even the big stage. It was just like a bar singing.
Oh, wow.
The normal general bar. You know, like a Hard Rock cafe or like some like general, you know, like a Friday night
jazz bar.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. So my guitarist, he, as his side job, he's performing at the bar, and he noticed that I was completely like shutting myself from music, and this is his philosophy. But he says like music, if we're performing together, when we're doing music together, it tells everything. It solves everything. So he wanted to invite me perform at the bar. Then it was like a really, really easy song, like, you know, like Christina Perri, 1,000 Years, 1,000 Years, Vanessa Carlton, something like that. Really, really easy song. Because that's the bar, like, easy chill vibe song, right? Then it was not even like a lot of clouds as well. But I couldn't even finish singing a single song. My voice shakes, my hand shakes, and I start feeling like I'm deaf, like completely not unable to catch any sounds. So what I do is like in the half of the song, I just like laugh and I pass my microphone to the other singer and just left to the toilet and vomit. Then yeah, I honestly felt like, okay, my performer career is completely gone because I lost my ability, like I lost my joy performing on the stage, and I am not able to appreciate the music. I can appreciate every sounding, and the music was not being escapism anymore.
In that moment, did you actually want to overcome that fear, or were you just your mental so gone? It's just you're in the situation.
Was so gone, really gone, because my dream was completely falling apart, and I got really, really deep depression that I have to constantly visit the psychiatrist. And I had childhood friend who was seriously like cheering on my dream, and he brought me my favorite strawberry cake because I love strawberry so much. Then he celebrated me like, you know, happy for you getting the label, something like that. So I was completely lost. Yeah.
When you were drifting around, I know at a certain point you decided to take a leap of faith with TikTok.
Yeah, yes.
How did that happen?
So I was watching YouTube, right? And there was like a YouTube ads promoting the TikTok, right? And the YouTube ad were like, you know, promoting like, you know, Kill This Love, dance along with the Kill This Love song, something like that, right? And when I see this app, my, you know, toxic man thinking like, oh my God, this looks so easy, man. I can do it. It was like, oh my God, just for iPhone, man, I can do it, man. And I did it. Then And what's a good point about TikTok is like you can just start off any easy music with your iPhone, right? So I just did a random lip sync stuff there. Then I got pretty viral doing it. But later I start finding my own content, which is like voice acting content, and also doing some like anime review, voice mimicry, like doing some like, the random anime skits, basically targeting the weeps.
Hey, gang,
Hey, yeah. And thankfully, this TikTok was kind of like a filling up my loneliness, because when I was at home, I was not able to going out anywhere. Like sunlight was being my big enemy. The car sound was so loud in my ear, and I was so scared putting myself in the human cloud. So I was feeling so lonely. I felt like I feel like I want someone at least to remember my existence. So I put myself doing a lot of TikTok music, following trends, and I got over 1 million followers within 10 months.
Wow.
I know, right? The algorithm
crazy.
loved me so much. It's crazy. Yeah.
One random thought that came in my head was, I know you had stage fright around this time, but
Yeah.
producing music on your own through TikTok, was there still fear associated to that, or
I didn't
were you able
feel
to find
any fear.
separation?
Because even though you are exposing yourself in public, but you are not seeing the people's eyes, because we're actually technically online, right? So I think TikTok was like probably one of the biggest exposure on online, and also online culture, I guess. So I didn't feel any fears at all when I first started the TikTok.
That makes sense. As you're getting more famous on TikTok, you run into another producer.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm
Producer.
so bad at giving up.
You Soundverse for producers. So
Yeah,
this
it was
different,
another introduction from my guitarist again.
right. So this new producer you're working with,
Yeah.
do you want to kind of get into that?
Yeah, because this producer is from the major record in Thailand. So at first it was in the indie label, right? But this is the major record. So wow, this is like a really huge opportunity. And at the first label, I was having difficulty on growing numbers, right? But now, well, I am a TikToker with a 1 million follower. I have a numbers, and I have a lot of potential audience. So I'm sure that this producer might kind of like consider having me, something like that, right? But when I submitted my first song, my original song, it's named The Bystander. Yeah. And I was pretty confident with that song. But honestly, not sure if my singing in that track was good, because I was kind of like squishing out my voice, just tried my best to sounding like singing, and I just submitted that to the producer. Then what he said is like, okay, the song is really, really good. The melody is really catchy. The lyrics is really meaningful, but I don't feel the spark. I don't feel the charisma. I don't feel the talent. I don't see the face and the shape of the vocalist. Your voice not holding such a power. And honestly, that makes sense, right? because I also admit myself. Like now I can't even listen to my vocal track when I was recording that time because my voice is so shaky, no confidence at all. Then the opportunity just didn't happen. And yeah, that's the moment when I like completely lost my motivation on TikTok, because at the time I was also trying to cover, like, release a lot of the cover songs on YouTube. So as I am growing my number on TikTok, I was trying to, promote my cover song on YouTube at the same time. But people didn't really show much interest to it because a lot of utatte mita covers, they are just a one single illustration and also video and music, something like that, right? All the comments we were reading in there was like, it could be better if you just show off your face and sing along with it. But yeah, I also get their opinion as well because they saw my TikTok videos as a kind of natural, right? And also part of me, when I couldn't pull off the idol style at a moment, I was like literally challenging myself, trying to make myself look cute, wife, as possible. But sometimes I kind of cough, I kind of cause how do I say? A hiccup, oh my god, I can't do this anymore, right? So what I do is just show off my male outfit, dressing that, and cut my hair, something like that. Then I lose the followers, and when I show that, I lose 3,000 followers a day, something like that. And I was causing this kind of wave every fucking time.
Wow.
It was like, why did you cut your hair? Was it, this is me? I'm non-binary.
Oh man. No, TikTok comments are the worst. It's so toxic.
They are. Do you see my bio? I'm a non-binary.
Oh my goodness. So the moment where things didn't go well with this second famous producer, you started to, I don't know, just do your own thing, consume content. And this is kind of the beginning where you got introduced to the world of VTubing, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Can you kind of get into that phase?
Oh, sure. Yeah. So once I noticed that, I couldn't even get this big opportunity happen and was not, then at the time I didn't even know how to entertain my TikTok followers at a moment. I felt I don't know how I continue doing the TikTok video, right? But there was 2 Japanese VTuber bees showed up on my timeline. The first one, which is really easy to mention, Hosho Mari from Hololive, yeah. And the clip, she was she charmed the overseas audience, Kaigai Nikki, with the really hilarious broken English, hello, Kaigai Nikki, something like that, right? Hello, Kaigai Nikki, don't drink my titty milk, something like that.
Please don't try to drink my titty milk. You are head.
I was like, what? What is this woman is saying, right? Then,
yeah, that's
funny.
But
it was so funny, right? Then, but at the same time, she's really, really attractive, and she was able to pull off the really good balance of idol charming, idol way of promoting herself, and also she was knows how to drive herself in the industry. She's really genius person, and I really, really respect her, And the second one was, I would never forget about this person. It's a male character VTuber who was building the entire character story character role through his stream, acting, content. I'm sorry I can't mention his name, but he's also from the other big agency. And I started following his work, and he was like also doing like such a huge project. Like he hijacked the, like a electric billboard in Shinjuku, Shibuya, and left a really, really powerful message to the world. He was doing such a cool thing that I have never seen any creator who's doing in such a way. So I was like, what is VTuber? What is this? I remember I was crying when I was like watching his content. And more I research, more I follow his content, I found his agency, and his agency was auditioning for English-speaking talents at the time. And it says like, we're looking for someone who can play a male character, and the gender doesn't matter. So I applied it, and I passed. Surprisingly, I passed, and I was kind of ready to give it to everything. I even started to preparing myself to move to Japan. that was the way I was like showing my motivation to this agency. Even though I don't have to, but I just wanted to like, show with my action that, how much I am trying to invest myself for this agency, for this content, for being a VTuber. But at the same time, I was really, really scared because I was already facing a lot of the difficulty with the gender preferences. And every time when I am like exposing myself, in a way, a lot of the audience rooting for me, but there were a lot of the audience who were not happy with like, in a way, how I acted. So I could see, even though I'm not trying, I will face a lot of the difficulty. It was not even hard to imagine at all.
I think in your debut stream or one of your earlier streams, you said half of them were supporting you, the other half wasn't. And the comment you said was it was so rude. They're like, this is wrong.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not even like addressing this one though, but there was one dramatuber using my character illustration and also writing, "This is wrong." Then that was actually the bait thumbnail. What? He was saying the other thing, but he knows what he was doing because a lot of people will immediately click on it. And also at my very first debut stream, I was showing a lot of immaturity, unprofessionalism, because I couldn't even do my debut stream properly because I don't have any streaming experiences at all. My English wasn't perfect, and I'm not even a part of the majority. So many people were so intimidated, worried that having no male person being part of the male group. So I know that I was not doing well. Then I was honestly expected that even though I am being imperfect at the beginning, I can improve it step by step. And that's what my agency was expecting as well. But man, I didn't expect that. The hate is like really heavy, like really extreme. It was like way much above how we expected. Did I actually told you that when I accepted by this agency, I declined once?
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know this story.
Yeah. So I knew that I might gonna have to face the hates, and also I didn't have any streaming experience. So even I accepted it, I declined the offer. And I was watching that boys group debut in Japan, and I was in the Japanese. I already that time I was already moved to Japan with no furniture, completely nothing, no beds, no bed, no sofa, no blanket. I was only half myself in Japan in the completely empty room. But after the boys debut, this agency come back to me and offered me one more opportunity. Like, we trust you that you can pave the way somehow. Then I felt really, really meaningful. Really meaningful because a lot of people say that I have no charisma, and so many people didn't expect me much that I can, like, do something big. Because every time I was facing that, I am lack of skill, I am lack of experience, and I am just lack of the talent and charisma. But these people trusted that I can do something. So I decided to take the offer.
One thought that also came in my head was, obviously back then you might deal with haters differently, but like these days, how do you deal with haters or people that criticize your every move?
Like, I also admit myself that I made a lot of like major mistakes, which I shouldn't do as a professional streamer. I did a lot of things, but people are also really, really nitpicking on the minor mistakes, and they're twisting in a way, and they're sending a lot of the fake report, like a false report, to the management, and the management needs to reach out to me like, is this true or something like that. And I was spending time on translating them because they don't really speak English much, so I needed to translate and also explain to them, because I wanted to find a closure. I wanted to also show to them that I can still improve myself to them somehow. And I kind of start causing a lot of the friction with the management, and I was really, really difficult. It was like really, really difficult for me to find a space, even in the agency and even with the members there that I considered as the family. All the so-called criticisms was all over the place, and they show up with the clips while I am making major mistake or like a minor mistake. They will show up on my general hashtag. They would show up on my stream and type in a comment, chat, a lot of the hate comments. And even though those things happen, I still needed to stream every day because that was the thing at the time. So how I gone through it? I'm sorry for the long introduction though.
No.
What my fans did when they discovered those things. So my fan knows that I don't like causing any unnecessary fights. So in case those things they see, they didn't immediately talk back to them like this is wrong or something like that. They didn't fight back to them. So what they did is, whenever there was a hate post on my general hashtag, my fans started posting a lot of beautiful flowers, flower photo, and they filled my tag with really good flowers. And they say, oh, look at this, isn't it beautiful? I know you love flowers, like that, right? And
wow,
I'm sorry.
That's so beautiful. That's so beautiful.
Yeah, oh my god. And also, okay, I'm gonna calm myself down. On the stream, they show up when the hate comment show up, they will wash up all the hate comments with the blue hearts. They say it's a cleansing. And that's the first love I never received in my life. They tried their best to me to not to able to see such a hate comments. Even I felt like nobody was beside me, my fans were always there. And they trusted that I can do something big for the industry. And they know that I became VTuber because I want to do music. So they were sending me a lot of supports and expected me to release music video, do music projects in a way that I really want to. So it's not me. I didn't face anything. It's actually my fans. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for being so emotional.
No, I mean, the reason why I feel like you're emotional, I'm getting emotional too, is because up to this point, every turn you're going is always criticism. Like your parents saying your singing stuff is dumb, the producer in Thailand, the producer you met through TikTok, the hate comments on TikTok, it's always criticizing. But this was like the first moment where it's just like, we love you for who you are.
Yes.
And that's so powerful.
And also, when you were being VTuber, you were started having the birthday, right?
Mm-hmm.
And in my childhood, I was not at the environment where I am able to get the proper celebration. But in my VTuber birthday at a time, my fans give me a lot of awesome fan art, a lot of warm comments, and they genuinely celebrate the birthday. And I never got this much love in my life.
Right.
So
how do you create a community like that? Because that's so unique.
I don't know. I don't know. It's them. It's so, I know my fans are so unique. But I don't know what they love me so much, but because I honestly feel like I'm not different at all compared to other normal people. I am just a fucking selfish person who born with a difficult dream and somehow tried to make it happen. And these people are sending me a lot of supports like this and being there when I am streaming. And they were always telling me, I really want you to one day discover to how to love yourself. They were trying to make me into a better and healthy mindset where I can finally love myself. Then I never had such a life moment able to feeling that way. So I don't know. I think they're just like really kind and generous people, I'll say.
Talking about your fans, we're again going kind of in a trauma route. But when you were separating with your old VTuber agency, it was kind of your fans, which at this point was like the precursor to you raise, but it was your fans that kind of like pushed you to like give indie VTubing one last chance, right?
Yeah, because even though I was trying my best to improve myself, I couldn't do there. I was finding a lot of like a difficulty there, and it was also difficult for agency as well. And so many conflicts never stopped in the end, I needed to leave the agency. So I felt like the reality was telling me like, oh man, someone like you shouldn't be, never chase your dream. Stay out of like the sight forever. Like that, right? I was just there doing nothing but just being the trouble. Only thing I did in there, I just released just one cover music video. And that's all. Then I was planning to do more music project in there, but I couldn't make it happen. So I was like, I was such a loser. Even now though. But yet my fans stayed. They made a hashtag called Dear Yusan, and which has been my general hashtag. I can send you my hashtag, so it's like this. They made a hashtag like this on Twitter, and they send me message every day, like what they did in a day. They found a flower on street, and they just send me a picture like, I thought you're gonna like this flower. I hope you're taking care of yourself. And
That's so wholesome.
It is. Who I don't know any people. I never met these kind people just able to share love, being positive, being nice, like that, right? And but at the same time, I felt like so overwhelming sense of like emptiness, helpless, because I felt like I did nothing for them. And back at the agency, I had been like preparing the original song before I left. So I was asking to the agency, is that okay if I just release it before I leave it? But it didn't, it was hard, you know. The agency somehow have to make the professional decisions, then I have to respect that. So I decided to release this song, which is called Summer Song.
Fire song.
Thank you so much. So I released that song that meant that was actually being the true goodbye to my whole fan base, to my whole audience. And I released my name under name of Unnamed. Because at the time, I felt like I even don't have a right to even call my name. I have no charisma, I have no power to move people's heart. I have no power to influence people in a better way. I am only being the trouble. So I feel like I don't even deserve being called. Or even deserve having such awesome people. Like my fans. And yeah. But I think my fans still didn't want me to leave. They made my song into one of the top chart. I think it was like a 5th top chart. And also they made my music video 1 million views. And I think that's how my current path as Unnamed began. As a person I am right now, working on to give back to my fans who saved me, truly.
I remember reading the article where in your mind you said, I'm only going to do indie VTubing until the end of that year. Like after December, like I'm done with VTubing. But because through the support of the U-Rays, you just kept going because you felt obligated to like give more and more in terms of music, performances, just showing up for them. Do you want to like kind of get into that?
Yeah. So I was originally planning to quit my VTubing in 2023 December because more I being successful, more I being thriving in indie, I see a lot of people being really upset. I was trying my best to not to cause any trouble at all. But now, every time when I am releasing song, I see people are considering that it's a trouble. Then am I going to put my fans in such a difficult situation? So what I did is like I have all of my saving, which I got from my fan base, right? And I was swearing to God, like I will be only using those money for contents, and I will be working justice for my fans. They were never wrong for supporting me. They were what they have invested for was never wasted. So I was like trying my best to use up all the savings in December. Then I failed it. I failed.
Hey, that's a good problem to have.
Yeah. So I decided to, decided to break a lot of milestone until my wallet allows. Yeah. Then I am honestly surprising that my activity is still going like 3 years, which is really huge, man.
That's like 30 years in the VTuber world.
Oh yeah, it is. It is. Oh my God. This industry is like, everything is like going really, really fast paced. Like even a year, you feel like it's a 10 years already. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Talking about 3 years, kind of jumping ahead here, but we need to talk about the female live 2D debut.
Do you want to see my female model right now? For the moment?
Let's see it.
Oh, sorry for the booba jump scare.
Boobas!
I'm sorry for the oppa jump scare, but I know, man, oh my God, oppa is justice, man.
Bro, the variations, the toggles, holy cow.
Yes, I have a lot of like awesome toggles with this model, which is, oh shit. So many. Yeah.
Wow. How long did it take you to produce this?
Oh, when I decided to work on this project, it was probably around February this year. Yeah, and I was talking to my VTuber mama, because I know that my mama was kind of a missing drawing the female character. She's actually really, really, really good at drawing feminine characters, but she didn't have much opportunity for doing that. Then it was kind of like, my midnight idea, like, hey, what if I'm gonna be like, like revealing the feminine version of me? Then that was like, I was casually suggesting her that, like, then she was really, really excited. Then I was like, oh my God, I can't take it back anymore. Well, what do I do? Because, I was out of, even I typed it, I was like, really, I also needed to deal with a lot of like a public backlash about my genders before. But as I say it, I can't stop anymore, right?
You gave too much inspiration.
Yeah, I was like, oh my God. So Kari Mama was like really, really motivated. She showed me a lot of like, the design ideas, like how about this? How about that? It will be so good. Like something like that. She was so motivated, right?
That's amazing.
Oh, yeah, I think I'm gonna talk to my mama someday. Then I think I can reveal like some design idea publicly somehow. But I need to talk to my mama first because I want to respect her. And yeah.
So this stream, in the beginning, you said, I ran away from this once. What does that mean?
So as a person who has a gender difficulty, so unnamed model, it's a male body based, right? it's because I can never afford the male body in real life due to a lot of reasons. And it was like, me, when I am being unnamed, I feel like I am being the superhero, being able to be in the way, like, express in your way that you really want to. But I was taking really, really seriously that I am publican. I am exposing the feminine version of me. Because I was really afraid that it would completely destroy the immersion and everything I had built. And I also even noticed that I was avoiding singing in the really high range. Because a lot of people may see that as so feminine. Then I also understand that perception too. But over time, as I am building my own community, I realized that my fan base wasn't here because of the gender. They were here because of me. And it took me 3 years to finally understand that. And I think I was still really, really terrified that everything I had built could shatter in a moment just for doing this. So I was really scared. Yeah. Like, I tried to put my attention away from what I was trying to do. I was like, putting myself in a lot of projects, using even my personal money because I'm about to broke. As I say, I am like using all of my money for content, right? But even though it's gonna make me broke, I used my money for releasing more music video and also doing the 3D concert happen. And plus the money investment, plus the stress I was dealing with, I lost over 7 kg in a month.
Wow.
I was really scared. Then I also understood that what I was trying to do. But when I see my VTuber mama Kanishima is being really supportive about it, my fan base being really supportive about it, and when I announced about this reveal in Off-Kai Expo in America, even people outside my fan base were really, really supportive too.
Can I tell you? Can I tell you a really funny story?
Yeah.
So I was at Off-Kai at the networking event, and it was like a movie theater projection. They were showing the concert, and it was your segment, and you came out and said, "I'm debuting a female model," and I was drinking a cocktail. I like spat it out. I was like, what?
Yeah, you are one of the few people who knows a lot of the context. So
yeah, so I was just
really
like,
surprising.
And everyone was so confused, like, what's going on? I'm like, bro, this is a big deal. But I vividly remember that. It was just, it made me just so proud because like I followed your journey. And like you said, it took you 3 years to get to this point. And the fact that you said at one point, I cannot run away from this anymore. That's so powerful.
Thank you so much. And I'm happy that you were there. So, it makes me realize every day, like, this community is like full of people far more wonderful than I ever imagined. So I actually named my model this one. I'm just like publicly calling it like a female model because it's easy in a way. But I am actually giving like a really cool name for my each model, actually. So I have 5 models so far. But like for this model, I am calling it Breaking the Shell.
Ooh.
Breaking the shell.
Insert the fire writing emoji.
Yeah, breaking the shell, then it's really, I think this model really broke a lot of the shell, broke a lot of the role, and broke a lot of the difficulty. It really did it to me, and I hope it did it to a lot of people in this industry too.
Towards the end of the stream, you said you want, through this experience, for people to start loving themselves. Was that always the top of your mind going into this? Or did that just like come out naturally?
Oh, just come out naturally. Because I am a person who, built the self-confidence and the self-esteem based on, thanks to my fans and also people in this community. And seriously, loving yourself is such a wonderful thing. And I couldn't even allow myself doing it because I genuinely believe that I have to stay mad. Stay completely like a being hunger for success. But yeah, that was definitely destroying me in a way. And now I am trying my best to continue this activity as long as possible. So now I am allowing myself to love myself.
Anime studio, pick up this story. It's time to make an anime series.
Thank you so much.
So we kind of went through your life journey. Kind of want to pivot to more like miscellaneous questions, if that's okay with you.
Sure.
With you, in terms of just how you carry yourself, you're very loyal as a person. And you place a lot of value in good friendships, just with like other VTuber talents. For you personally, what makes a good friend?
Good friend. Can I talk about? I'm sorry for always doing the long speech and a long.
No. Go for it.
First thing first, I know that I am such a difficult person, even though I am intended to. But I am very understanding how difficult I am. And also, I am very aware of people who often feel like they have to walk on the eggshells around me and ending I have to make sure that I am using the right pronoun, respect them. How do I communicate them? Am I making them uncomfortable or something like that? But ending up, I feeling like so guilty for letting them feeling in that way. But over time, I realized that, there are people who are just, oh, I don't care about that shit, You're just you. We're just human. And then they treat me like, just a normal human. The people like Shoto, Michi, Hakka, Zentreya, and there are so many others. Some people see me as an older brother, like Lucien Lunatis from the First Dish Production, Ian. And I cannot mention much, but I have so many kyodai brothers who stayed connected with me. And because of them, I promise that I am keep improving myself. And whenever they need something, I will be presenting the best version of me whenever I can. Because I think that's what I can offer as the best. So does that make sense?
Yeah, no, it makes a lot of sense.
Thank you.
This part of you I really love, where if you see an injustice happening in the VTuber space, you jump on a Twitter space and you call that shit
dramatic,
out.
No.
You jump.
I'm sorry.
There was something big that happened recently. I don't want to give them any more airtime, but you jumped on Twitter spaces and you're like, this is bullshit. And you're like flipping tables.
Yeah.
Where did that come from?
It's honestly, it's really stupid. People saying indie is better because people were saying different thing in 2 years ago. When I started the indie, people were having different opinion. I was like honestly questioning like, how did you guys change your opinion like this? Is it because of the graduation spans? Graduation lash? Because at a time, people are assuming that I was the one causing this graduation lash. It's because I am thriving as an indie. But it sounds like every time when I am being successful, so many people they were upset at the moment. But like recently they're being like, fuck the agency, fuck the corpo. They are like so malicious. They're so like really, really mean and bad in that way. But as a person who experienced the both, no, man.
All right.
There are a lot of people working at the background. There are a lot of like good people working as a good intention. And also this space was meant for people to laugh and enjoy themselves together. Like back in the day in the Nico Nico Doga, like most of the utaite singers there, they just do cover song music, not for profit. They just do it because it was their passion. Then a lot of people like to say, oh my god, you're wasting your talents here, what the fuck? But it's a being entertainment, right? Then creators, staff pour their heart into whatever they want. That I didn't like that people are discrediting those people. Passion. But I also understand them though. I also understand them. But now what we're seeing is like a lot of people are bringing up the drama, focusing on only money and business. toxic higher ups. I also understand them though. They have to run the business. I also understand it. But like there are also a lot of people using the shield of so-called justice to tear other down, comparing this agency, other agency. Now indie, honestly, that ruins everything. That ruins everything. I was like, guys, where our passion go? Like, can we just like shift out our focus back to the joy? Even like a bad thing happened, like lately we just say, fuck that, like just focusing on your oshi. Like, where our passion go?
Right.
I mean, I know that this community is young. Really, really young. Then we just started, like, we don't even have like 10 years for this entire, especially on the EN career, right? EN industry, history, right? So I understand them. Like, I also understand that some like negativities are necessary. But sometimes I feel like some people who has a voice of influence have to speak up and wake up people. Otherwise, I think if there's nobody who's doing it, this industry will just like full of the drama and it would die off. Now, I don't want that. I don't want that. Then this place is so important to me. This is only the place where I can truly be myself. And I'll do anything to protect it.
Right. My favorite saying these days is keep the main thing the main thing. And right now, there's just way too many NPC behavior, side missions, and everyone's just splintering off doing their own thing. But it's just like, at the basic of it, just support your oshi. Go to their concerts. Send Yusan some red supas. But it's really just like that basic thing. Like let's get back to the basics.
Yeah. Why we're doing this activity? It's for our passion. It's for our dream, not for the drama.
Right.
Not for the drama. So sometimes I kind of feel like someone needed to address it professionally. I don't think the way I addressed was perfect, but I hope people will find a way to be flexible in a different situation. The world is not black and white. There are lots of shades of gray, just like my gender, you know.
That's a good analogy.
Thank you.
Next up, it's kind of like a two-part question, just in terms of your creative process. What does it look like in terms of preparing for a concert, and also for you as like a songwriter when you're making like an original song or creating a song cover?
So I focus on two things. Hold a moment. I'm just gonna be switching back to my original model. Is that okay?
Yep.
Yeah, because this model means so much to me. So I focus on two things: training my body, do a lot of workouts, and sleeping more than 10 hours.
Sleep is so, people underestimate it because for the longest time, I live in New York, so it's all about hustle culture, team no sleep, but your body needs time to recover.
Because when you're sleeping, your brain is actually, processing a lot of thinking, and even while you're sleeping, your brain is still working and making a lot of like a creative, what is that? Inspirations. Even you're sleeping, you're still working, man. So sleeping is really important. So I also sleep a lot to rest a lot. Then I look at this model, but in 3D, and talk to myself, but in the most ego-driven mindset as possible. I am the most handsome, beautiful thing in the world. When I am on stage, I am the most strongest singer out there. And I am going to prove my fans that they were right for believing in me. And I am going to destroy this world.
No, I want to highlight that because I learned that from a leadership camp a long time ago, where you need to look at yourself in the mirror and give those like words of affirmation. Where it's just like, you can do this, you're smart, you're capable. And the more you do it, I think it's hard to be have that less of a mentality.
Yes. I think that most of the vocalist is kind of assigned to the leadership position. So you are leading the band somehow, right? So you have to be very ego, but like a leader, but like a really toxic leader, like, egoistic leader type. Then I am trying my best to make it that way, because I am one of the person who doesn't have like self-confidence much. So I look at myself, I look at my model, because this is the model I made off through all of my supas and donation I got from my fan base. And this is the most beautiful creature I've ever faced in my life. So I tell that this model is me. This is me. Oh, how handsome, how beautiful is that? And I can be beautiful. And my singing is crazy. Nobody can able to hit the high range, like a white range as me. Nobody's able to express emotionally as other people do. Because a lot of people assume that I have no talents, but I keep telling myself, because my fans told me that I have to believe in myself. So that's how I like to prepare myself at a concert, I think.
Nice. For songwriting, do you work with a writer, or is this original? Like you write on your own?
Oh, it depends on the song. I think the first five, I have 5 original songs. So the 4 songs I made that was completely myself or with my band member, guitarist mine. But for the 5th song, I worked with the song producer. Yeah. And he's the songwriter in the Thai VTuber agency, Schneider. And also Zekai. Then we made it the song like that. And recently I am learning to make song with other producer involved because I think I know how to write only the rock music, but I want to be able to sing in a different genre as well. So yeah.
When you write music and when you collaborate with other people, is it very fluid in the sense where you're just very open-minded in terms of feedback, or do you have like a set vision and you're very strict with that vision?
I think I have a pretty strict set vision because some of the song project they're going smooth, but like some of the song project is like just being paused because they're not aligned to my direction. And I feel sorry to them sometimes because this is like really egoistic and they're creating, that they're doing their best, and I know that they are doing their 100% best, and I feel when that happened, I think I was not doing the proper guiding, I didn't make the proper presentation slide. So every time when I am working on, this is not only applied to the original song though, I do a lot of the cover songs. I make sure that I submit the clear presentation slide. I think I can send you a one of example. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Let's say Kami poi na. Kami poi na is also one of a pretty famous cover I've done. So this is one of the presentation slides I've done. And I make sure that I am sending
Oh, wow.
informative one every time. I'm still trying my best to improve it though. But I think as being the VTuber is also being the project manager and also the art director, right? So I think I am responsible when I am working with the other creator and to make sure that the work is good enough to public. Then if I am not doing that well, that's not the creator's fault. It's my fault. So yeah,
that ownership.
yes, it is. So yeah, it's hard sometimes.
Yeah, no, it's you're juggling so many different things.
Yeah. But I'm happy what I'm doing though. But because of this, I am like putting a lot. I'm trying to send off a lot of messages behind the music video. Then I also put a lot of the Easter eggs on the music video, which only 5% fans would notice the actual meaning. But because of it, I think that creates us who I am as Unnamed. But yeah, because of it, I am not able to stream much as well. Oh my god. Yeah.
Transitioning into more of the an advice corner. I don't know if you like to give advices and stuff, but there's a lot of indie VTubers or VTubers that are just starting off in their journey, probably watching this video. What type of advice would you give to them in terms of just like growth, mindset, this year, rest of this year, and then for like upcoming 2026?
I have no idea, to be honest. But it's definitely true that a lot of the indie VTuber start having a lot of powers. But I think the most important thing for what the indie VTuber have to do is that we must define a harmony with the corpo VTubers as well, and also find a way to live together. Because it's kind of hard to address. We're not here to prove that we don't need a corpo. Totally no. We definitely need a lot of help. But there are a lot of people who decided to being indie who have no choice but just being indie. But we can thrive without supporting each other. So I think that would be important thing that, every VTuber have to remind themselves for 2026. Definitely there's going to be a lot of hardship and drama we might have to face. But I think we really have to be mature enough so we don't have to, cause any anxiety and worry to fans, because if we put our fans into a lot of like a stressing situation, that will drive off our fans. And this community will die.
Right. You said earlier, VTuber space is still fairly young. We haven't hit even our 10 years in the Western space. So having that long-term outlook is very crucial.
Yeah. We gotta find a harmony and respect each other. Important.
Right. You kind of touched on this earlier in terms of getting that sleep. And I'm a firm believer that discipline is very important for longevity. But for you personally, how do you deal with burnout?
Burnout. I am facing burnout every day. But I think looking on all of the posts in my general hashtag, R tag, and also, looking on the project progress, which I received from other creator for the future project, it just put me into adrenaline. Even though I'm dealing with burnout, I was like, oh shit, I gotta work more.
Gotta lock in.
I gotta do more. Oh my god, like that. This is gonna be fire, like that, right? So it's the reason why my VTuber model is kind of connected to blue flame. Yeah, you might not really see on this model, but like this.
Oh, yeah, this is in your lore video, right?
Yeah. So like a blue flame burns way much stronger than the red flames, right? And I believe in myself that I can, even though I die many times, even though I knock down, dealing with the hardship, I will still find a way to rise again. So I think just believing in yourself and just keep working and just keep walking forward.
It's kind of how you described your guitarist friend, just having that like hint of delusion where you're gonna get on that bigger stage, or one day you're gonna accomplish your dreams. I think having that self-confidence is very important.
Yeah, but sometimes like having really, really like, difficult dream breaks you down sometimes. It is, because I also know that like, even though I'm trying my best hardest, I know that I shouldn't be saying this because I don't want to discourage other people, but I know that it's super difficult for me to get a big audience like the corpo VTubers they're all having. It's really, really hard. And I have to face that. But I don't want to give up yet.
Why is it difficult?
What's the good point about being the corpo and also being in the group is that you will have like a certain circle and connection. You will have like, shared community, shared fans, and shared industry in there. So whenever you are doing like such a big thing, it will be easily informed to a lot of people. So it's actually Of course, there are a lot of like a hardship in a corpo, definitely. But being a corpo you will be able to get a lot of like the bigger eyes, like a bigger audience. And yeah, I think that's really a good point about it. Then sometime I have to accept that fact.
Makes sense.
Mm.
Another question I have is, you hinted at this before. How do you deal with fake people in the VTuber space?
How do I deal with the fake people? You mean the fans or VTubers?
Other VTubers or people that are trying to like take advantage of you.
Oh, if at least if they're not making trouble, I'll be fine with the fake people. Only the people who are only spreading the positivity, I'm still fine with it. But at the people who are using, like, those like negativity to drag other people down, I don't have to do anything with them because they will just meet the karma someday. Then I've been seeing a lot of people dealing with the karma. Even though I am not doing, I'm just breathing and just doing and just revealing my music video. They already met it. I don't have to do it because they will just meet their karma. All I can do for them is that I hope that those people will find a peace in their mind someday. That's all I can do. Then I think as a person who can do is like, just being mature enough to see the self-growth for those people. Right. Does that addressing properly?
No, that makes sense. Hurt people. And I'm dealing with this as well, but I just have such limited bandwidth and energy. It's like I'd rather spend that time on my craft versus giving that person the attention or the energy.
Yeah, it's hard, right?
Yeah. Easier said than done.
Yeah, it is. I'm not really like talking about this kind of topic, but I think more you being honest, more not you're faking yourself, you will be surrounded by better people. You will be surrounded by good people. And I think I start seeing that more once I become an indie VTuber. So only that the people around me is seriously surrounded by real people. And I am really appreciating their transparency. Then I hope you are one of them too. Then
I am. I mean, I can't.
You are, because I can tell.
Yeah. I can't say it. It's more about action for me.
Because all of your contents, I have been lurking in and watching a lot of your documents.
Oh, thank you.
You learn a lot about each content creator. And what you do is like, I think what you're doing is like making the really, really good documentary for each people. Then you're being such an awesome history maker. I was really, really impressed when I first watched your video. So thank you so much.
I mean, I want to give my roses as well, because when you DM me in terms of, you just said that, you're like, wow, I'm very impressed. I see so much negativity in this space, but you're able to focus on more of the positive things, keep up the good work. That went a long way. And I really appreciate it, because up to that point, as well, you're just in your own world. It's a very heads down situation. And moments like that where, like your fans or like a friend that like drops a very meaningful and spiritual answer, you latch onto that. So that's in that moment, that message you sent to me, I felt that spiritual connection where it's just like creator to creator respect. So
Yeah.
that meant a lot.
Yeah. Then I am so happy that, you offered me this opportunity, this chance. Again, thank you so much.
Right.
I appreciate your existence so much.
Thank you so much. Not gonna lie, the money at dramatubing looks good, but it's just I
No.
gotta focus.
No, no, no. Okay, I'll tell you what. Like, there was a people say that I am quitting the drama tubing because I am so tired of it. They've been never real, and they are, even though this is what I am talking to a lot of my VTuber friends. Don't do drama baiting. Don't do drama baiting. Because if you ever do the drama baiting, people will only come for you to hear the drama from you. And they're not the real fans. They're not the real fans. They're not the real
live by
supporters.
the sword, die by the sword.
Yes. And you will feel completely empty. And you will start doing those things. You will start, talking about a lot of a drama just for getting numbers, and that's really unhealthy. Is that your main passion? Is that your main passion? Is that how you want to grow?
I mean, how do you go to sleep at night? That's the bigger question.
Exactly. I mean, I know that a lot of me and also a lot of my VTuber friends, they have a lot of power. And also, which mean that we have a power, we can use that as a weapon. Sometimes we can use it as to protect some people that you really want to. That we have to admit that we are having it, even though you're feeling really small.
My favorite quote is, "Don't mistake my kindness as weakness."
Exactly. And also, don't do anything to betray your friend's kindness.
Right.
So, oh my God, seriously, thank you so much. Then I really, really hope more people would watch your YouTube channel, because what you're doing
thank you.
is genuinely awesome.
I appreciate it. Just going through do you want to go through some fun questions, or how are we feeling?
Yeah, sure, I'm down with it. I'm down with anything,
This is my dream. I know you're a fellow weeb. You said you know retention rate, right? This is when we lose 50% of the
Yeah.
audience.
Yeah, that's what we do,
This is when the
Sasageo!
this is when we lose half of the viewers. All right. Weeb edition. What is your most favorite anime and why?
Oh my god, I didn't list it out. Oh my god. Okay. Firstly, 不滅のあなたへ To Your Eternity. Top tier. Kakegurui, because the girls in that anime is fucking hot. Panty and Stocking. Oh my god. Two, only two. I have more. Oh my god. どうしよう。Fullmetal Alchemist.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Solid one.
Yeah. Oh my god. Just one more. Oh my god. I want to be very, very careful about it, because I want people to feel like I have a taste. Oh my god. Okay, let's pick up the recent anime that I watched and I'm really impressed. Dandana? Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
very solid.
Yeah, really, really good. The Sakuga, the animation, actions, including the panty and stocking, though, they are crazy. Not only the acting, but an illustration, they're doing way much more than what's written in the anime, what's drawn in the anime. It's crazy.
Wow. Yeah, the creator of Dan Dan Dan, he trained under Chainsaw Man. He was an assistant.
Oh yeah. Yes.
And
oh my god.
they said the Dan and Dan creator, he's like so talented at like background.
Yeah,
Like,
when he was
that's
like
his gift.
yeah, when he was like staying at the Chainsaw Man assistant, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a really famous story. Yeah.
All right, next question. Guilty pleasure anime.
Kangokugaku.
Wait, what's the
school? Prison school. Oh my god, my fans! Oh my god!
Hey, don't drop the soap.
Okay, wait. Prison school is what I said, but I have a publicly accepted answer. Kakegurui. I love a lot of like in a blushed face of like sexy girls.
Is that the gambling one?
The gambling one, yeah.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, kakegurui. Forget about the prison school.
Yeah. Hey, you. That was automatic.
It is automatic.
Automatic response.
And it's not only prison school. There are a lot of like a good guilty pleasure anime, and I can even name it like Isekai Reviewers. You know Isekai Reviewers?
Is that the animal one?
No, it's what is that? How do I say? I'm just gonna be sending you the image. Isekai Reviewers. Isekai Reviewers. It's a story about the, how do I say?
Is it isekai?
Oh, it's not isekai. I'm sorry. It's interspecies reviewers.
We're on a quest
to have sex with every species of chick there is.
Wow. That's the very the lewd one, right?
It is a super rude one.
I
but
I remember
this is
this.
really informative anime, you know.
It's very cultured.
Yeah. And it's true that, you know, there are a lot of like a Japanese culture with this kind of, you know, culture. And also they well blended with the anime perception. Then I honestly respect the author and the creator. Well,
Very
the
cultured.
guilty pleasure, you know.
There we go.
Yeah.
Anime that changed your life. What is it?
To Your Eternity. Umetsu no Anatai. Yeah. When I was applied to the agency back then, I was watching this anime. And this story is about one single ball, one single object, even they don't have any feeling. They start shaping into a different living things like wolf, human, and they slowly learn how to live, how to process the emotions, how to learn about the cultural background and the different humans. More they learn, more they become human-like, and it's a beautiful story. And this story is not working when there's no like other different character and also other people with a different history. And I wish I am able to shape myself like that. So yeah, because the main protagonist, he can change into different people and the people with the different skills, right? Have you ever watched the anime?
It's not slice
you
of life,
will.
right?
I think you would love this anime.
Oh, this author is very famous.
Really, really famous. And, you know, like, I don't really want to spoil about it, but this main protagonist will shapeshift into a existing human, but those people already passed away. And each human have different skills. and different, like skill sets and stuff, right? And the main protagonist is using that to survive in this world. It's like when one person passed away, it's sad, but like a lot of people will slowly forget about them, right?
Right.
This main character, this is not even human, so they can live even more far decades. But this person never forgets those people who died and being a part of his life and carrying that with himself. And this story is like, it's really, really meaningful, It's like even this person passed away, but this person doesn't forget about it. Forget about each people that he met.
It's like Free Rent episode 1, where they like play around with the concept of time.
Yeah, I think so.
That always trips me up.
If you haven't watched it yet, I think you would love it, because this anime is about learning each human history and also story. I think you would love it.
I need to watch it because the creator of this also created A Silent Voice.
Silent Voice. Oh,
that was anime. Crazy. It was so good.
Crazy. Yes.
One time I was like emotionally just like burnt out, and I got to a point where it's just like, I'm going to watch the saddest anime ever, and I decided to watch Anohana in one sitting. Woo! I cried. I still have my emotions.
And what I like about the anime is that, Secret Memory. I mean, the Secret Base, the theme song, the ending song. That song is like really, really old song, almost like 20 years or like 18 years old. But they are bringing that song in this anime, and that song become viral again. That is really, really cool. As a musician's perspective, I find it really valuable.
I'm a huge fan of China Ringo, which I know you love as well. Yeah. She was, popping in 90s and like 2000s, but with her involvement with like Jujutsu Kaisen and whatnot, King Nu, that's where she got the revival. So I get what you mean, where they like bring older musicians, older songs, and people are like, oh, let me check out their older catalog.
It's like this is the reason why I think it's important to keep engaging and also keep the connection to the community, because there's gonna be the way, like, even though you feel like a burnout, even though if you feel like your trend is over, there's still a chance that we have to make sure that we're not letting those chances go.
Right. All right, you're gonna like this question. The worst anime you have ever seen.
Worst anime. I don't remember, because
you probably blocked it out of your memory.
Because I kinda not keeping them in my memory, and every time when I'm gonna be watching the anime, so I am confidently say that I watched over 200 series of anime. But I put myself to watch 3 episodes, like first 3 episodes, and if I didn't like it, I stopped watching it.
I understand, because I've watched countless series too,
yeah.
And right away within like 1 or 2 episodes where it's just like, I'm not even gonna watch this.
Yeah, because like Madoka Magica, right? So Madoka Magica, in the first and second episode, it looks so peaceful, but like the turntable, the twist will happen from the third episode. So this is like a really, really famous theory, and also a lot of the anime lover in Japan like to do. Sit yourself until the episode 3. Then I am doing that, and if you didn't like that anime, if the anime is not really my cup of tea, I just leave. Worst.
That's that, or even like an anime where everyone hyped it up, and then you watched it and you're like, that wasn't that good.
Yeah. How about yours?
Actually, let me see. I have a good series. I don't know if you know like the full story, but Usagi Drop.
Ah, okay, yeah, okay, kind of makes sense.
The anime is good, but the manga ending.
I haven't watched the anime, so I see. I think I might gonna get canceled if I say it. Is that okay?
If it's too inappropriate, I'll censor it.
Okay. 魔法科学高校の劣等生 is the irregular at the magic high school.
Is that the where the green?
It's the theme song is sang by Lisa, and it's a really really famous anime. The light novel coming from the really famous light novel series.
They have the teal uniform, right?
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, exactly. I don't like when people are trying to explain what's happening while the battle. I mean, I think those things are only allowed when it's JoJo. But I don't like it. Like, I can focus about it. Like, I'm not interested, like, learning each skills. Like, just do it. I only learn each skills when it comes to Yu-Gi-Oh! Come on.
Right.
So
I don't like that too. Where they like over-explain the situation.
Over-explain it, and also too delusional life situation. So everything is like, you are kind of like, fell in love with your younger sister, and a lot of girls love you. And I mean, I also understand the harem shit, but this is honestly a bit too much. So at first I didn't like. I didn't like Sword SAO as well. Oh my god, I'm gonna get canceled.
Damn.
Only the harem thing that satisfied me is the cautious hero. You know cautious hero?
Pretty
this
sure.
is really highly recommended.
Oh, it's the blonde chick, right? Where she gets like punched.
Yeah. The brown heroine, and also a fucking strong, protagonist who does a lot of like sit-ups.
Yeah. The dude like German suplex the princess. I remember that.
Yes. I would accept the harem and oretsuyo. Oretsuyo is like, oh my god, I'm the strongest situation. Oretsuyo is like a Japanese slang. Explain it though. But I'm honestly like, Mahouka Gakuen no Rettose and Sword Art Online is not really my cup of tea.
Got you. I remembered one. I feel like you might agree with me. Rental Girlfriend.
I haven't watched that yet. But
I did not like that. Really? I don't think you'll like it because the dude is straight up a beta male, and he's so dumb. He just keeps. You're not gonna watch it, right? Can I kind of spoil it?
It's okay. I mean, yeah, you can tell me.
They did a calculation. So the concept is, I'm sure you're familiar with it, but in Japan, like you can like rent a girlfriend. That's the setting. So someone on Reddit did the calculation of how much this person spent on this woman, and it was like over $200,000.
Wow. Wow. That's like that's
a house.
Ow. That's like a Kyabakura. Oh my god. Wow. And they're doing that in anime? Okay. Actually, I heard a lot of like, both the positive comment and negative comment about anime, so no wonder, honestly.
Yeah.
I would try that because, that's such a like a big name, and it's kind of shame that I haven't watched the anime series yet.
Just watch To Your Eternity and then go into Rental Girlfriend, and you're gonna spit on Rental Girlfriend.
Yep.
All right, last question in the weeb section. So there has been a growing trend in the West where anime became very mainstream over the pandemic. Back then, for me personally, growing up as an anime fan, you had to kind of be a closet fan because like if you tell random people, oh, I watch anime, they judge you like crazy. So like for you having that attachment as an anime fan, how does that make you feel where anime became a lot more mainstream?
It's kind of it's kind of a little bit hard because, I grew up in Asian country where anime is kind of already normalized. And but I also noticed that I also feel like I also agree with the question asking like, now it's being very mainstream. It's probably because the internet is being online, just like being chronically online is being the normalized thing right now. So even though you're having your anime hobby, then it's not even like a general thing in your own place or on your country, you will still be able to connect with other people from different world on online. So I would say it's probably because of the online, but I think in public, I don't think it's not normalized yet. Japan is being super normalized though, because there are a lot of like anime billboard everywhere, even the VTuber billboard in Tokyo. And a lot of people are not even the normie people, they watch Kimetsu no Yaiba movies. Yeah, they don't even know the proper anime title though. They just say Tanjiro. Did you watch Tanjiro? But now Japan is finally being normalized. I don't think it's being like very normal, like being the mainstream outside Japan, to be honest.
That's super fair. I got reminded of a time in high school. I was talking to this one girl. I gave her the whole rundown of Future Diary. And 15 minutes into the conversation, I look over, her face is just horrified. Like, what is this guy talking about? And I'm like,
I can tell.
Shit.
I can tell. Oh my god, I'm so sorry, man. What I do when I am trying my best to push or recommend anime to my normie friends, I was trying to find like a really easy connection that, the normie people can find a connection to. So for example, Psychopaths? Psychopaths script was actually written by really, really famous suspense and thriller scriptwriter in Japanese drama scene. Japanese drama series.
Okay. So you talk about the other series, and then the person's like, oh, okay.
Yeah, it's the same script writer, like that. So if you like this drama series, I think you're gonna love this anime. Why don't you try that? This is this anime. I'm not gonna be explaining much, but this is this anime.
It's the rabbit hole. It's like being a VTuber fan, you send that first clip to your normie friends, and then once they watch the clip, they go down the rabbit hole.
Exactly. So I honestly feel like when you're recommending something to other people, you only need like the punchline, like a strong line to get their attention.
Or you can ruin their life forever and recommend Prison School.
I don't do that because, honestly, okay, Prison School is full of sex, but like full of like, but I think there are a lot of like, beautiful backgrounds, like, feeling of like a mixed feeling of like teenager, how they process it, how they enjoy their youth, something like that, right? But if we're focusing only on the sexual part, that's a waste.
Right.
Makes
sense.
So I don't do that, honestly. I don't do that. I do that with my anime friends though, because we know that. We know that like
full DGen mode.
Yeah, full DGen mode, but I don't do that to my normie friends because I don't want them to only focus on only like the sexual part. That I don't want them to feel like the most of the anime are that or like that. Like no, anime is full of gag, documentary, serious story, wonderful moments. So yeah, I only do that too. I don't do that to my normie friends.
I agree with that 100%. Where it's just like with many things, people like to generalize. So with anime for the longest time in the West, right when they hear the word anime, their automatic thought is like hentai.
Hentai,
like
yes, exactly.
Tentacle porn. And they're like,
Exactly.
why are you watching that? And like to your point, it's just like, no.
Yeah.
Anime is so deep. There's
It
like every
is.
flavor, every variation, whatever story you want, it's there.
Yeah, exactly.
The same thing with like VTubers, where it's just like my best analogy is like VTubing is like the early stages of anime and manga,
Yeah. Yes.
where it's
exactly. Mm-hmm.
kind of in that infancy stage, and explaining it to your normie friends is there's definitely like a science to it.
Yeah. Exactly. And now a lot of people are kind of like, when people heard VTuber, well, their first thing they come up right now is like a super chat, right?
Mm-hmm.
But actually, VTubing didn't start off with a super chat. It was start off with like a video content creation. So like Kizuna Eye didn't start with streaming. Kizuna Eye was just a simple video. That's why it called a VTuber, not the V streamer,
Mm.
The streaming started when the pandemic happened. Where like they slightly do the streaming, but it become more main thing when the pandemic happened.
Right.
So yeah, we shouldn't be forgetting about that sometimes. But VTubers are way much deeper than other people think. Not only about the super chat, and even though they're getting the super chat, it doesn't mean like the people at the back, behind the avatar, are always rich. No.
That's a huge misconception.
Yeah, then a lot of the people aim to be a VTuber because they feel like they want to be rich. But I'm sorry, I am breaking the reality right now. You can never be rich if you become VTuber. I'm sorry.
Hey, those music videos ain't cheap.
Yeah, they're not cheap. Some people probably, but it's not applied to my situation. Yeah.
Right. And like you brought up like Marine from earlier, her music videos, wow. Like the full anime.
Crazy.
Woo!
Yes, she's like really, really focusing on sending back to her community. And she's not even considering to make her life good, like, holding a champagne or, rolling the, like, swinging her, champagne glass or something like that. No, she is just doing that for her fans. And that's the part of the reason I really like about money.
Right. All right, quickly just going through the VTuber fun questions, just because
Okay.
up to this point it was very heavy. So just kind of want to land the plane here.
Okay.
But what's your most favorite song cover on your channel?
Oh. Can I look through my channel real
Yeah,
quick?
of course.
Oh my god. Should I pick just one?
Or you could just throw out like a couple.
Okay. I would say from the old one. From the old one that I enjoyed. Can I pick three? I'm sorry.
Yeah, go for it.
First one is Odo. Odo cover song, which I have done with my friend the couple. Because it's my first collab song I've ever done. And inviting someone to sing with me, it's still scary thing to me because my vocal style is like really powerful. I am a power vocal. And sometimes my vocal is a bit too much and destroy other singers' character. And I am scared that, and I had that experience before, then I don't want to repeat the same history again. But this guy, the couple, he fought back over my expectation. And I think our cover song we did together, I don't like calling it duet. I want to call it as the vocal battle. So we were punching each other with our each vocal style. Then I think this was really good. And also this little song is a famous song from Ado, right? But my band member made it sounds like the Muay Thai boxing sounding style rather than the normal, not just like we usually when we're releasing cover song, we make our original instrument, but like a rock version, right? But this one is something special. So
It's
that's
101.
Yeah, 101. Yeah, 101 and also the Thai style introduction, and I think it was really successful. The second one, I would say Show by a Show cover is because yeah, I got reacted by Ado.
Ado reacted to that, right?
Yeah. And
Yes, I remember there was a part where she got freaked out where she
yeah.
she
The
thought her-
my self says BL scene. my yaoi scene, my fan service yaoi scene.
Oh my, I do remember seeing that clip. That was so funny.
かっこいい大丈夫それすげえイラストだな
I was like, oh no!
Oh
I
man.
didn't expect that she's gonna be repeating the same scene. But I
Right.
was like really panicked, like, oh my god, somebody stop her!
Oh, were you actually on the live stream or did you see it after the fact? Like the VOD?
I was on the live stream as well.
Oh
because
wow.
I'm gonna say something big ball. I'm gonna show my big ball moment. I knew that I'm gonna be selected.
Oh.
I knew that because I
Aura.
think my show cover is one of the best.
You put so much into it.
I'm very confident most of my music video, they deserve more than the million view because I did it with my team and I can be never confident this much if I am just doing it myself. But I am doing that with my friends, with my creator, with my band member. So I am super confident.
Makes sense.
So yeah. And the last one, I would say the monitoring, which I released 3 months ago. Because that's the song which I revealed my true vocal range. I am able to hit really high key. But I was hiding the fact because, I felt like, hitting the high key, people will automatically engage it to like, okay, you're so feminine or something like that. But at this point, like 3 months ago, my fear of those comments were kind of gone, kind of faded. So I decided to just go with it, be myself. Then yeah, I'm super confident. I'm super proud, including the music video and also the sounding. Yeah.
I respect that. My personal favorite was definitely I'm Invincible.
Thank
That
you.
was woo. You might be embarrassed, but I put this song in my gym rotation. My music
Thank you
rotation.
so much.
So like when I'm lifting weights and like I can't push the final set, I just play that and it's just
Thank you so much. That means so much to me.
go full power mode.
Yeah, I think I revealed that cover song after I reviewed my live 2D model, which you're seeing right now. I wanted to tell myself that I'm invincible. Because that is a moment I was like dealing with a lot of hates. And I was able to rise back again thanks to my fans. So I am so happy that you calling it as the favorite. Thank you so much.
Of course. I actually went to my first auto concert. I think like last month, and wow.
The song holds a lot of power.
Yeah. So powerful. All right, just wrapping up the VTuber section. I mean, this is a quick 1-2 question. What is a underrated VTuber you want more people to know about? And then another question is, what is your dream scenario, like a dream collaboration moment?
Underrated VTuber you want more people to know about? Oh, definitely Holostars EN, guys.
Hey.
Definitely Holostars EN boys. They are definitely underrated. There are so many good talents there. And honestly, I think their streams are so funny. Really, really funny. And what I like about their stream is like they're not really focusing on fan service thing. They're focusing on like having fun and vibing with their audience. And I think the audience is like really, really like chill people as well. So I'll say definitely All Stars EN. If you allow me to specify someone, Banzoin Haka.
Hey, flip that.
I love his original song, Omens of Crow. I honestly feel like that's the best song. Entire industry. That song
Really?
I love that song so much. I cried because he made a song with Cameria, one of the really, really famous producer out there. And Cameria succeeded combining hardcore, hard rock, and also his own, like, you know, like a music beat and like a kind of concentrated song. So well, the drop is crazy. And also Hakka, his own scream, shout, growling. You know, he does really comfortable growling and death voice out there because, you know, a lot of the rock singer, when they do shouting and growling, it kind of sounds like so forced. But his shouting never felt in that way. And he is really good at like putting lots of emotion to it. And honestly, that song deserved billion view.
Mr. Beast numbers.
He's the real one.
Wow. I need to check it out. I the fact that you said it's like the best song you've seen on the VTuber space. That alone, that's a crazy cosign.
It's crazy song. Oh my god. I love Hakka and I love Tokimane-san, his manager song. I love Camelia and I also love the video editor, V and Cray. Cray is always editing.
Oh yeah. I worked with them before.
Yeah,
He's cracked.
yeah. He's awesome. Yeah, so
Wow. Yeah, I gotta check this out.
I love every people involved in this project so much. What would be my dream collab? My dream collab? I don't know if I can make it happen, but someday it would be good if I can do some stream like Totsu, because when, you know, those people who's able to host the Totsu is somebody who built really, really tight and also the wide friendship. And also if you're going to be hosting Totsu, you must be really, really influensive. Yeah, but lots of power to connect to like other people. But I don't think I have that. Then if I am able to...
about? Believe in yourself.
Thank you. But yeah, in this year, you know, one of my friend, she did the tarot reading on Michi's stream, and she was suggesting me to do a lot of collab this year. I'm trying, but I'm not getting over with my fear. Yeah, but I'm trying. Yeah.
As long as you're trying, that's all that matters, because I believe in divine timing where it's just like when everything falls into place, like that's like the perfect moment. You should never force it.
Yes. So I would say the Totsu one, but like a real dream thing. 3D concert. 3D concert with like, you know, a lot of VTuber guests.
Oh, yeah, that'll be fire.
That would be awesome. That would be fire. Yeah.
Ending segment. You once said in 2023, my dream is to perform on a big stage. I was almost there, but I screwed up. But I'm here and I want to make it happen. Do you feel like you're accomplishing this goal, or are you still in this pursuit?
I think I'm still on the way. I definitely stepped on a lot of stages myself. I did a lot of tour. I also been through many performance. Way much more than normal VTubers, I guess, because I am a really much more like a stage performer than the streamer. But I think the big stage, I think something that I can make my fans even more proud of me, even proud that they were supporting me for this long time. It's probably me getting into a major label, major music record label. Then I want to show my fans that I am performing in a bigger stage. So this is what I said in 2023. At this time, I didn't meant that way. But now I think it's now changing to like this. I'm sorry for my English.
No, you're fine. Wow, yeah. No, that's beautiful because it's just like you have the North Star of trying to get to that point, and over time, people are able to see like your desire to get to that point.
Yeah, they allow me having the desire. They allow me being ego, which is awesome. Right. They're really strong people.
How do you want to be remembered?
Music. With my music. I want to be, even though I am a nameless musician, even though I was known as a lot of trouble, a lot of the problem, I believe that the music translate the best as who I am. So I want people to remember all of my original song, like Summer Song, Trails of Flame, Memory of Mine, Flower, Erased, everything. Because I put so much story to it. Then, yeah, I hope that people will notice a lot of like different layers for like each original song. I'm not going to be explaining each layers, but I hope people will remember me that way because I'm a musician.
All right. Finally, any last words to both the VTuber community and, of course, your fellow U-Rays?
Watch me. I will entertain you. Watch me. I will set the fire in your heart. That's it.
All right, everyone. Thank you for stopping by. Make sure to support Yusan. Thank you again for doing this podcast interview, whatever you want to call it, and continuing to see both of our channels grow.
Yes! No, please, everybody, watch his channel. Watch a lot of amazing video. I can tell that he put a lot of love for each storytelling, and I'm sure you will appreciate it.
Thank you. Everyone. Gang, gang.